Hello everyone and welcome back to our reading of I Live in Your Basement, Chapter 25. Let's get started. I blinked once, twice, trying to make him disappear, but he crossed the room steadily, slowly. His dark eyes locked on me. "No way!" I cried, jumping to my feet. "You can't be here! I dreamed you!" "I know," he replied calmly. "I dreamed you!" I shouted. "And I'm awake now! I know I'm awake!" I pinched my arm. I scratched my cheek. Ow! It hurt. I was awake. Definitely awake. Not dreaming. "You can't be here, Keith," I repeated, my knees shaking, my whole body trembling. "No way you can be here. I'm awake now. And you don't exist!" Keith stopped a few feet in front of me. "Sure I do," he replied. A smile spread over his solemn face. His dark eyes flashed. "I live in your basement, Marco. You know that. I told you that before." But, I sputtered. "You are not real! You were only in my dreams!" Still smiling, Keith shook his head. "I'm real. Touch me." He held out his arm. I hesitated. Then I reached out slowly, and squeezed his hand. "Hey!" I jumped back. He was real! He laughed. "I told you." "But in my dreams," I started. "I used your dreams," Keith explained. "I communicated with you in your dreams. I put myself in your dreams." Why?" I stammered. His smile faded. "I wanted you to know that I was here, waiting for you." I didn't like the cruel expression on his face. I didn't like the way he was talking. He frightened me. He was trying to frighten me, I suddenly realized. My heart thudded in my chest. The side of my head began to throb. I took a step back. My legs hit the edge of my mattress, and I stumbled onto my back on the bed. Keith quickly stepped up in front of me, blocking my way, keeping me from climbing to my feet. "I've been waiting for you, Marco," he repeated, his eyes hard and cold, "because you're going to take care of me for the rest of your life." "No!" I shouted. I squirmed to the side and tried to jump up, but he was too fast for me. He moved quickly to block me. I stared up at him in fright. No way!" I repeated shrilly. "You're going to do whatever I say, Marco," Keith insisted. He leaned over me, threatening me. "Go away! You don't belong here! You're frightening me!" I blurted out. "Get used to it," he hissed. He leaned closer, so close his face was nearly touching mine. "Get used to it, Marco," he said through clenched teeth. "You have no choice. I'm here. I'm real. I live in your basement. You have to take care of me now. You have to take care of everything I need." "No!" I let out a horrified howl and spun out from under him. I dropped to the floor on my knees. Then I scrambled past him and jumped to my feet. He whirled around and saw the anger in his dark eyes. He uttered a fierce growl. "Where are you going, Marco?" he demanded. He didn't wait for an answer. He pounced like an attacking animal. I dodged away from him. Then I staggered backwards to my desk. If only I could get to the bedroom door. But he hunkered in the middle of the room now, panting like a wild creature, his eyes blazing, blocking my path. With another low growl, he started toward me again. I searched the room, searched for a way to escape, searched for a weapon, something to keep him away. "You can't get away from me, Marco," he cried. "You're going to take care of me forever." He dove for me again. I leaned back against the desk, my hand tightened around a paperweight. A big, heavy stone owl that Grinny had given me for my last birthday. As Keith leaped, I swung my fist with the owl paperweight and slammed Keith in the head with it. His dark eyes bulged in shock. His mouth dropped open, but no sound came out. He slumped to the floor, collapsed in a heap, and didn't move. Keith? I called down in a tiny, quivery voice. Keith? He didn't move. His eyes stared blankly up at the ceiling. Keith? I let the heavy stone owl drop to the floor, and then I crouched down beside the stone body. Keith? Keith? Oh no! I moaned. What have I done? Well, Keith's dead. Anyway, that's all for today. See you next time. See ya!